who's sort of like the
point of this movie. It's not supposed to be some really profound, totally unique. Definitely.
Because there are even books written about like the Tao of
the messages that all keep coming across about how sometimes doing nothing is a good tone to balance things. Mine is they provided food at this screening and they rarely do that. Actually more realistic in a lot of these shots. Something about when you handheld in front of a CGI up to have popcorn in the press screening. Because there's some elements are going to be cheesy, but there's a lot of leeway for that with this kind of film too.
Yeah, I mean the
review until 7 p.m., which is usually the time when new movies. So there should be a screening of this movie right now at your local theater. And then the other side, what the reviews are on this film.
Yeah,
we have zero clue. As we're filming this, it is the night we saw it. Of information.
Give a perfect bridge, I think.
We start playing on a Thursday night.
The illustrations too.
Yeah, I feel like my only real film criticism.
All the actors are
Haley
good.
Atwell's great. The little girl plays Madeline is great.
Yeah, Bronte Carmichael. Like
it's not gonna do anything. I was kind of like a little hesitant because those are usually so appealing for a mass audience. I feel like this movie aims to serve two purposes. One is it's a family film, and then early on when they're setting up this story of what's up, we're one of your many.
Not something I remember Winnie the Pooh
to get you
greasy. Yeah. You're watching this moment, you're just peering in on it like you would in a storybook. And for as much as I was worried in the trailer about the
through fragments,
is reality.
Yeah.
Had that dear, sweet, genuine quality to me about it, and I really appreciate.
And then suddenly there's some wacky stuff with his coworkers that occur. I thought like this is kind of
earnestness and its dearness, and again those emotional tones, the imagination.
Play the movie more.
Positive review.
Honestly, I ate all my food before the movie started. A feast for fans of Winnie the Pooh, and another one is an introduction for newcomers.
The way it handles its little lessons.
Was the journey he's gone on, turning into an adult and forgetting. Be about love and spending time with your imagination and
stuff. You could view the 100-Acre Wood and the different.
Really know what makes Winnie the Pooh and stuff that Christopher Robin had to go on.
Yeah.
And time with your family. Basically anything to simplicity of life. So to
messages. And that's happened just as you needed to.
Yeah, stop trying to be in control and compare this to a movie like Hook. If you guys can do me a favor as a newbie, other than just saying I love it. The movie's called Christopher Robin and Ewan McGregor. You got to keep something very specific in mind here. I have zero Winnie the Pooh nostalgia I have about it. It came very early on in the movie. I loved this movie and just throwing shit at you in the movie.
People being like, don't even
want to. Yeah. No. I'm open to recommendations right now. You guys can subscribe to The Reject. Everything's about context.
Yeah. I had worries because this wave of Disney's live action films based
does a fantastic job. I think. Plenty. Sometimes doing nothing and slowing about his past in 100
made cartoons and less about like a groundbreaking plot and more.
Oh wow, that looks so real.
Yeah, I really admire the choice to stay true.
Like halfway through this movie, going. Why?
Of some kind, if you chose to. Not to suggest that this is the deepest movie ever, but for
your favorite Winnie the Pooh thing is to recommend to me to go check out because
between the fantasy and the reality of the movie instead of
and its dramatic elements pretty well because their time thing is we have and spreading the love and joy like
and those little lessons about.
I think Mark Forster you just want to feel is it predictable? 100,000,000% predictable.
Philosophical undertones, and I do think it's interesting that they appreciated that.
I was very positive in the reactions we did for the trailer when you have like Peter Pan and he's all grown up and he's forgot a lot about his childhood and living
and go with the stuffed animal look just like the toys he used to have because that does
they usually do things like that to what other word is there for sure the right kind of tears studios don't have faith in and I was
something I've had in my life so it really touched my
trailer set me up to expect and to want for this movie to be good. From most people I talked to at the screening was they thought it was cute, they enjoyed it, some people loved it, some people just thought just a very endearing, simple, pure movie. After the we have no idea
between the more uplifting
they can make it feel more real and it were comedic elements. I fell in love with it. First off, time to actually review this movie for me in the film and a lot of people come here I think
especially about the qualities within the things it's gonna make you feel and
there's similar elements here, but I think they're executed wildly that were leading trailers. It looked like notifications at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. East Coast.
Point of this and stuff like that, and yeah, the dear simplicity of it all for Winnie the Pooh especially. For me, I was really delighted by the trailer, but I don't think it's
about
supposed
going
to
back to the
reinvent
basics.
the wheel.
Yeah, it's a simple tale, and you guys are getting this the next evening. No idea what people are saying about it, but with Winnie the Pooh, I think he is so funny in this film, and I only know of some of the characters whose personality.
In a way.
Yes, definitely. There were a couple of people, Acre Wood and all that.
Just leaving the innocence of childhood behind.
Yeah, all that. It gets like very, though, what you're predicting, you want to happen. You want that to occur, so outwork and hop in and out of it's more important.
Yeah. We were part of the press.
It takes so much
fake
work to
news.
get on. I can't recall one cartoon I've seen. I really have no owl and a rabbit, and I think the effects on them are great. It's supposed to be a simple tale.
It is.
Like, I got more. I really enjoyed the hell out of it.
Too is it is a contained story.
I've picked up over the many years. Different. Yeah. I'm feeling tonally weird now because you were just very realistic.
Going for like, oh, let's do it like in the anime. Yeah, and I admire that too, because that gives everything a weight and that provides a good contrast.
A couple of times we're paid to say Christopher Robin and who he was.
Kind of one shade of a personality.
All the signs that you're about to watch a movie that the studio.
Heart and youth and family and things like that.
The movie, I might consider one of my favorite movies of the year, honestly, just
really
because I love its heart.
His family. And a couple things with work, and that's it. And that's all it needed to be.
Well, yeah, guys, I love this. Good. We just got back from Christopher Robin at a...
Since I could form memories, you know, like I had my own Pooh Bear, I had the books I had.
He's about slowing down and getting in touch with the Nation. Please click that notification bell. Thank you to everyone who's checked us out on page. These messages really hit home. It made me go, I want to check out some more Winnie the Pooh stuff now. Hey, the embargo says you can't release your I'm in love with this movie. And then by the time it ended, you become a patron eject today.
Walked out really happy and really satisfied by it.
I was really happy. It gets pretty dramatic. It gets a little dark at times. Yeah. I'm going, I don't...
Especially with some of his more observant choices, because there's a lot of stuff that's like shot from afar, you know, like...
His direction usually relies on handheld camera work, and I think that allows things to look at...
Instead of just trying to force everything to...
This with popcorn.
Marvel paid us to say it.
I want to talk about a couple of things.
Heartstrings, you know, in ways that I was hoping it would, and I was afraid it might not, because this movie really well.
Yeah, it's like, you got to keep in mind, this is a family film, so there's some elements that are going to be good on and what to deliver. I got it all.
No.
But the thing is, and now it's kind of a wacky film, but it's not too long before the film really finds
more about its...
Because I think real... Yeah, a lot of really huge
shying away from.
And then also to not fixate so much on things that we define to be the most important. There's a lot of the time where I'm watching, especially characters like Piglet and Pooh Bear.
Your wheels.
To make you enjoy the journey that Christopher Robin goes on, meeting up with all the other animals.
Very reminiscent of the...
They usually do things like that to butter you up. Because of the popcorn.
Kind of movie is...
Slowing down will allow you to have what you really are searching for in life.
And as sort of a mental spiritual retreat on their animated stuff. Just it's hazardous in some ways, and I cried open to what might come your way. You know? Just through the scope. And that's another thing. I thought most all the choices they made were solid. Everything was in earnest.
Show reactions, weekly Q&As, music video, Patreon lately. It's been awesome how much it's been growing over there. Thank you guys so much. Full-length TV
stuff, you know.
Well, coverage. Would love to have you. This is all fake news.
Gregory, how are you? Had, you know, various episodes of the show and the movies and things you could read into it if you so choose. You look at all the animals, they are all the press.
Yeah. I just knew for sure I loved this movie. I love it naturally
for animals again.
How you doing, John?
I am doing swell.
Before talking about the actual opinion of this movie, there's all the signs. Like I said, no built-in nostalgia for Winnie the Pooh. I don't know built-in love, unlike you, who like...
Yeah, I'm the polar opposite side of the spectrum from you. It's like Winnie the Pooh is something...
But what's really important are the connections to a bad movie. With the way this press screening was handled. There were people just... The general consensus, you see in the trailer that owl and rabbit are actually an owl. And they usually do things like that to butter you up.
Stuff, you know.
And so what did you think?
I really enjoyed this too. Thing where they go to London. The main action of the movie is mostly about Christopher Robin his stuffed animals, and then
so why don't you guys leave comments below of what you thought was okay. And there's a couple people who like, oh, this movie was just and then they're criticizing it. Deliver a film that is a simple family film that is delightful, heartfelt, is
of Winnie the Pooh, and through that timbre, those kinds of emotional tones.
That's exactly what it should be, I think.
And I think that if you want to, I think there are
when it does occur, it's satisfying. I think you got the point, like myself. And as a newcomer,
a bit like a Tall Order to me, or at least like it could go wrong in various ways. And it just...
which have similar plot setups, especially important things in our life.
Hey there, if you ever get bored of watching people sat in silence, maybe you should come and check out the We Know Nothing podcast, where we talk too much. If you want to listen to two drunk best friends talking about current events, opinions, and embarrassing stories, be sure to check us out.